Uh, why don't we get going on character number 4 this week? Well, we're going to start at the beginning, right? We have a percentile roll as normal. Let's roll it. Bink. 35. Well, that is within the female range. So we have a female. Roll a d10. 3. We have a female halfling. And odds or evens will decide which kind. Evens. We have a female Lightfoot Halfling. There we go. Isn't this off to a good start for you, King? We got another halfling, right? Welcome to True Reality TV. You know, platforms like Twitch or even YouTube, or rather YouTube Live, you could say that that's reality TV, but it's interesting how we make a mental separation between the two. Next up, we need to determine her alignment. That's going to be done with 2 percentile die. 98-38. She is evil. She is neutral evil. Neutral evil. Does this redeem her for you, King? Right, the old King's Justice emote that I put out there a while ago. A neutral evil halfling. Interesting, interesting. All right, we're going to keep this in mind because if we roll cleric or paladin, we might have maybe an oathbreaker paladin, or we might have like a death paladin or something like that. You'll give her a visa, says King. But you'll let neutral evil people into 100% true good land? What level is she? Let's roll a percentile. 26. She is level 6. By the way, she is going to be small, S-M-O-L, because she is a halfling. With her 1 stat bump, her ability score increase. Let's see if she takes it as a feat instead. 74. Oh, just barely. So she will just take the ASI or the stat bump. No. Not level 26. Yeah, right. Yeah, we let her in. The normal guards aren't ready for that kind of thing. Yeah, you can't just have your level 1 or 2 town guards just slaughtered wholesale here. What background is she? Let's roll a 13-sided die and find out. 8. Ooh, she is a noble or a knight. Noble, knight. We'll put that as an option. That means her background is going to be position of privilege or retainers. There's no kind of origin per se for a noble or a knight. We're just going to get into the 2 personality traits and then her ideal, her bond, and her flaw. 2d8 says 8 and 5. We're going to scroll to page 2. Here is the 8. Here is the 5. The 3d6 say 5, 1, and 2. What do these mean? I have no clue, and it doesn't matter right now. We're just making placeholders. Filthy Jester, this is nothing more than a spreadsheet. It's a spreadsheet that has laid out the order in which I would like to go about creating a character randomly. It's based actually off of an open for like the first month and a half or so. I was actually just using a Word document in OpenOffice, and Bubonic One was kind enough to start transferring that information over to an Excel file. But by doing character creation this way, it's not traditional. In the PHB, it has you put your information down for your race, then your class, and then your background. I like starting with the background first, and that's going to really develop who this person is. It doesn't matter if you're a dwarf or if you're a halfling or whatever, you're going to have adventures and a personality of your own. So I wanted to focus on that first, and then we'll fill in, like, because all the dwarves are going to be the same, the halflings are going to be the same. What is really going to help our character be different is with our background. Okay, now it is time to determine her class. What class is she? She is a noble or a knight who fights as... Drumroll. Big golden button. A 6. Ooh, a monk. Okay. For the monk, we have 3 different fighting styles. Way of the Open Hand, Way of the 4 Elements, and Way of Shadow. Okay? We're going to roll a d3 and find out which one she'll be. 3. She is Way of Shadow. So she's a shadow dancer or a ninja, or there's a couple other ways that we can conceptualize this. All right. Just a little bit more generation, and we'll be good to now explore who she is. Have any of you played Paranoia online? I was up years ago and never got the chance. I've played Paranoia as a tabletop, but I haven't played it online. We have a halfling. Here we go. We're going to start at 2'7", and we're adding 2d4 inches to her. We're adding 2 inches. Oh, she minned out. She is a whopping 2'9" tall. She is a short stack. She's going for your knees. Watch out. And we're going to take this same 2, multiply it by 1 pound, and add it to 35. So she is 37 pounds in her skivvies. There we go. Faster Tooth, it's good to see you again. Ta-da, I'm here. Dun, 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 dun. A Faster Tooth has joined us. Never has there been a Faster Tooth. Hello, hello. Let's find out how old our halfling is. We rolled 100. Oh my. She is ancient. She is ancient. I don't think we've had an ancient character before. All right, for a halfling. That means she's going to be right at the end of her natural life here. $251. We're going to put 250 plus. Spicy Larry, hello. Oh, you're going to be back later? All right. Take care, Filthy Jester. See you again. You still get the Faster Tooth says, I've still yet to get my group together to play, but I have been doodling a lot. Well, Faster, if you do want to share any of those pictures, you know you can on our Discord. King, yeah, I'd probably just mistake it for someone's grandmother and let her right on in. Yeah, that'd be a deadly mistake. I mean, there could still be incredibly invasive checkpoint to cross, and the acquisitions would be steep since we retroactively charge everyone for breathing our air, and 100 is a long time. Spicy Larry, let's see, with an 8, even with an 8 plus 2, you overcome the troll. Very good. Dark Wolf or Ivalon, if you're out there, are you able to add those points to Spicy Larry? You know, we have Granny Rose here, who's venerable herself as a halfling. Thank you, Dark Wolf. She's not too much taller. I wonder if there's maybe... What if this is maybe an older sister or a cousin? Something along those lines? I mean, not that we roll up 2 halflings and there has to be like a family relation. That would be very interesting, though. Very interesting. Okay, we're finished with our random number generation. Let's collapse this and go to our backgrounds. Her background is a noble or a knight. All right. You understand wealth, power, and privilege. You carry a noble title and your family owns land, collects taxes, and wields significant political influence. We are going to be proficient with history and persuasion. We will be proficient in some kind of a gaming set. We will get a language of our choice, so we'll begin by speaking Common, Halfling, and question mark, question mark, question mark. We will then begin with a set of fine clothies, a signet ring, a scroll of pedigree, that way people know who you are, and a purse with 25 gold pieces in it. Tin Cat stops on a 5. Oh no. And that's your proficiency, Tin Cat. The poisonous snake got you. No respect, eh? Okay, this is now the point where we can bring up, does she get position of privilege? Is she a privileged old matron who can just go where she pleases, including into King Von Alei's land, despite them not liking halflings? Or does she have retainers? So maybe, even as a noble, let alone as a knight, does she have people following her around? Maybe she does if she's so old, but I don't know. Maybe she is an independent matron who don't need no retainers. Yeah, back to the Snake Island you go, Tin Cat. You need more training. So, this is something for us to consider. We can choose noble or knight, and either position a privilege or give her retainers. Exiles himself to the Snake Island once again. Well, consider this training for your pixie murdering, Tin Cat. And by that, I think that was Sarah's very subtle way of saying, can you please kill Tycho Boom for me? He's distracting my husband again. Her personality features, 8 and 5. 8 is, if you do me an injury, I will crush you, ruin your name, and salt your fields. Are you sure you didn't have her as a paid advisor? Like, is she actually a diplomat to your country, King? Tycho, depending on who you ask, Tycho acts like a snake. And number 5, I don't like to get my hands dirty. And I won't be caught dead in unsuitable accommodations. Oh, King, you got a very angry grandma diplomat here in your country. Whew. This is oh my gosh, what's her name from Game of Thrones? Oh, not Cersei's mom. Why am I forgetting? She wears the very magnificent hats. Anyone help me out? You already don't like this lady, Tin Cat? Her ideal is number 5. Blood runs thicker than water. Her bond is number 1. I will face any challenge to win the approval of my family. Oh, she is a matron. Tycho is a pixie snake. And I did end a world. Flaws number 2. I hide a truly scandalous secret that could ruin my family forever. Oh, my. Yeah, this is, oh, my gosh. I'm gonna find her. I'm gonna find her. This is bugging me. Not Stark, not Greyjoy. She's not a Lannister. Is it... Okay, not Marjorie Tyrell. She is a Tyrell, though. This is gonna bug me. There we go. This is who I'm thinking of. Oh, death count. You got it there. Okay, you beat me to... Sorry, I was in another screen. This is who she's already starting to remind me of. Yeah, Witch the King. Yeah, so this is who this character that we randomly rolled is really reminding me of. I've literally 100% true gooded you into the family in the most powerful and secret spot, and then you blew up a planet over it. Yeah, right? Tantrums, tantrums. Alright, here we go. We have a really unique character going on here. You know, just imagine if she's this kind of ninja monk. I don't know. I think she would have, I think she'd be a noble. I think we can get rid of knight. I think she'd be a noble, and she does have position of privilege. Do we want to give her retainers instead? You have the service of 3 retainers loyal to your family. These retainers can be attendants or messengers, and one might be a major domo. Your retainers are commoners who can perform mundane tasks for you, but they will not fight. Now, in this case, I don't know, if she's this old, and if she has influence, we might even have some kind of a, you know, we might get the knight tier retainers to her as a noble. Her secret is she's secretly the king's mistress, give her privilege. Maybe the most powerful family in Zawarudo, but in the realm of existence, I can think of plenty more powerful families. Wow, King, you're just kind of getting thrown under the cosmic bus here. Well, look, I'm not saying that, King. Tycho... At least Tycho believes that there's a greater cosmos beyond just the world that you're trying to rule. You know, you may be Doctor Doom, and Tycho's thinking Galactus scale. So you need to bring that up, and you need to bring down Tycho's aspirations, King. He might have risen above his station. Yeah, I don't know. Either of these could work. I guess it would depend on... Oh, I'll keep that in mind. If Ivalos shows up, I'll run it past him too to see which might work for the campaign. I'll have him be kind of a tiebreaker here. I think you made a good point, Tin Cat. I would say retainers. You made a good point for position of privilege. So maybe we can have Ivalos here give his opinion. Okay, that was our background. Let's go up to Halfling and discover what we get for being a Halfling. Dun, 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 yeah, dun, 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 dun. I love that picture. Here we go. Speed of 25. Now that's going to get adjusted as a monk, but this is what we get for being a Halfling first. 12, 12, 0, half round down. We are small. We are also lucky. We are brave. And we get Halfling nimbleness, so we can scoot through other people's legs as we dart around the battlefield. We have our languages, and here's our sub-race that we're getting. By being a Lightfoot, we are going to get Charisma with a 1. And we are naturally stealthy. You giant noodle. Oh, gosh. That's what we get for being a Halfling, by the way. Dun, 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 dun. Now let's go down to classes and Monk. We can collapse this again. We are 6th level. Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum. There we go. We're going to get all this fun stuff. Our proficiency is 3. Our martial arts are still at 1d6. There we go. We're getting unarmored movement of 15 feet. So we now go to 40 feet, which is going to make a 20 and a 20. There we go. There we go. We are going to be sitting on 6d8 hit dice because we are level 6. No armor. We are going to get simple weapons and short swords. We will get either an artisan tool or a musical instrument proficiency of some kind. If you all think of something that maybe I don't know, does she sew in her spare time? Does she make something? Does she whittle in her spare time? Or does she play an instrument? If something is really resonating with you, we can identify what she's going to get for a proficiency. You prefer the term danger noodle. Can a danger noodle come color with a danger floof? You've got prestidigitation. You can be any color snake you want. That's right. Faster Tooth came about to spam Discord with doodles. Yeah, what to our round? Jeez. You ridicule the masses in her spare time. She. Who, Dark Wolf ridicules the masses. Is that what you're saying, Tin Cat? Strength and Dex are our proficient saving throws here. We get to choose 2 from Acrobatics, Athletics, History, Insight, Religion, and Stealth. Okay, Neutral Evil. She's been around for 250 years. If you do me an injury, I will crush you. I don't like to get my hands dirty. Blood runs thicker than water. I will face any challenge to win the approval of my family. She's living history. I hide a truly scandalous secret. I'm kind of picking up maybe stealth and history for the 2. King says, was Munchies 420 before or after your time? What do you mean? Insight could be a big one, too. Bubonic, I did not see your PM if you just sent it recently. Oh, in Florida you're talking about, King? I don't remember a restaurant in Florida named that. Oh, she already has history. So instead of that, insight and stealth. Okay, I put the list of the skills. I'm leaning towards insight and stealth for her too, given her nature and everything that we've discussed. I think those would be very good for her, Tycho. But I want to put it out there because, hey, you all think creatively and you may have a different opinion. We can give her a short sword. Or we can give her any simple weapon. What would our other halfling granny be wielding as a ninja, a shadow dancer, a monk way of shadow? Right? She has darts. She has martial arts. Let me bring this out here. It says any simple or a short sword. Club, dagger, great club, hand axe, javelin, light hammer, mace, quarterstaff, sickle, spear, light crossbow, short bow, or a sling. So I need you all to suggest a simple weapon or a short sword for our shadow dancing grandma monk over here to use. Ivalon, hey, I need your opinion, Ivalon. As you can see, we have generated character number 4. She is a neutral evil, Way of the Shadow monk, who is, she cannot have a polearm. Well, she's not proficient with it. Pieman, hey Pieman, you think a quarterstaff? Tycho is thinking a quarterstaff. Bubonic also. Sure, maybe she uses it as a walking stick, right? And then our other granny halfling, will beat you with it. I mean, we can switch it up. But anyway, look at this. Ivalon. She is ancient. We rolled a 100 on her age. She has been around. She has been around for 250 years. She is neutral evil. And here, if this helps, this is effectively who we generated. I don't know if this character, if this is saying anything to you. I missed a lot in chat. Well, I saw polearms, and I know that King is trying to work out stuff here with Tycho and others. Yeah, he was trying to get you to erase Dark Wolf, and instead you tried to annul that King's marriage. Oh, anyway, where your opinion is needed. Instead of a knight, I think she's definitely a noble. That's it. Hey, Suchu, welcome. I think she's definitely a noble, though I can see her either having position of privilege, or I can see her rolling around with some retainers. And I would even argue, given her age and perhaps her influence, instead of just the 3 servant retainers, we could probably even give her a fighter and then 2 other servant retainers. So I wanted you to kind of be a tiebreaker here. Would you think that she'd be better off having a position of privilege and be a solo character, or in her advanced age here, you know, even though she is a capable, sneaky monk, would she bring retainers with her where she goes? I don't know. She could be from anywhere. She could be a visiting person. She'd be here visiting for let's see. You know, maybe she's come from another land in order to pursue something like the timeless body. Maybe she's heard that people who've perfected themselves, because look, she is very close to death right now. She has a year or 2 left, maybe. Maybe she's come to Lacuna, or she's from Lacuna and wants to embark on this adventure to try and perfect herself in some way. You didn't try, you succeeded? Oh. Well, you'll have to explain that to Sarah when she comes on. Well, my opinion is determined on whether she is a local or not. Because in Lacuna there's no nobles. Okay, so she could be visiting also. She could be an outsider along with Colin here. Now, is she from Ucht? I don't know. She could be from someplace else. And, you know, just because this says noble, this means that maybe she is just a wealthy merchant. It doesn't have to be noble as per royalty or something along those lines. We can interpret noble in a lot of different ways. Could be. I'd prefer the word courtier, though. And we could make her a courtier if we wanted to. Whatever would work here. I was seeking your opinion to be kind of a tiebreaker here. As we're creating her, she has some kind of nobility or privilege, or she was born into a wealthy family, something along those lines. But as for the merchant thing, if she's of the merchant class in Lacuna, then she has position of privilege. I'd vote for that. Okay. And you know what? She's neutral evil. Maybe she wants that Book of Vile Darkness too. But she's not going to tell anyone. Maybe she wants to live an immortal life. Texture is acceptable. Oh gosh. Where were we? Equipment. Here we go. We will get unarmored defense, so we're going to add our dex and our wisdom bonuses. We are going to receive key. And it's going to do a couple things for us. Namely, flurry of blows, patient defense, and step of the wind. We're going to get something else here in just a little bit. We will also receive unarmored movement. We have that. Oh, deflect missiles. We already have our speed factored in. We are also going to receive slow fall. Extra attack. Stunning strike. And, okay, there we go. And our key empowered are making our attacks magical up here. Her tradition of shadow here, Way of Shadow. We can use our key points to duplicate some effects. Let me write those down real quick. We're going to get 6 key points. We're going to receive Minor Illusion from Way of Shadow. Oh, there we go again. That is also going to give us a couple more spells. Darkness. Dark Vision. Pass Without Trace. And Silence. We will also gain Shadow Step. So we can teleport between pools of darkness. By the way, 0 dark vision, despite her training. Alright. Yes, Evelyn, I am excited as well. She is really stepping up and helping out where I cannot run. That was very nice of her to be able to do. Tin Cat Ivlon is best girl. If she's from Lacuna, Ivlon, I imagine as the bonus language, we want to give her Gnomish. Please confirm. Faster Tooth, should I doodle? Got about 40 minutes until you got to go to bed. Yeah, doodle. You follow along here, ask questions. Faster Tooth, feel free to get in on the roleplay that's happening over here in chat right now. Hey, Tin Cat will doodle with you. Let's make googly eye mimics. Bubonic One is offering an initial spread, perhaps. 8. Really? 14 in Dex. Oh, because you want to put 15 in Wiz. 13 in Cha. Whoops. 12 in Int. And 10 in Con. Ivlon giggles and blushes. These are phenomena only secreted by females. Therefore, I scientifically state that Ivlon must be female through deductive reasoning. Faster Tooth says, Delio, let me grab my sketch pad. Okay, Tin Cat and Faster Tooth. Well, Dark Wolf, it seems like Tin Cat and Faster Tooth might go to the kitty pen and start drawing while everyone's still trying to pick up girls and end the world. But seeing as she's a part of the ruling class, perhaps Gnomish still, right? Is that what you're saying, Evelyn? I think something happens and then babies or marriages happen. You're not a chick, you're a drow. Is drow its own entity now? Chicks are baby birds. By the way, Ivalon, she is going to be proficient in some kind of a gaming set, and we do not have that filled in. Also, Ivalon, by being a monk, she is going to get proficiency in some kind of artisan tool or an instrument. Do you see her making things? Do you see her playing an instrument? And which kind of a gaming set? Would she maybe play dragon chess? Or is she more of a card and dice grandma? Or what are we doing here? Let's see. If we're going with what bubonic, you see a smart, spry, likable old matron. I don't know. Huh? She might try and be likable. That's for sure. Oh, by the way, I think we did go with insight and stealth. There we go. If we did that, this would put dexterity to a 16. That would put charisma to a 14. And bubonic, she is going to get, at level 6, we were close, but we still went with a stat bump. Do you see her putting both points into dex? Or would she be upping her wisdom and something else, like a 1 dex, 1 wisdom? You thinking 1 in wisdom or both in wisdom? If she wants to be a shrew politician in Lacuna, she should know how to play and how to cheat at cards. Okay, so her gaming set would be cards. And what would be her tool or her instrument proficiency, Ivalon? King. You're making me laugh here. Hey, Kruger, good to see you. Welcome. Oh, Kruger, I needed to get back to you on your question. I'll be sure to do so. I saw that, but it was too late, and I was fighting unconsciousness. So I'll get back to you on what you messaged me about, Kruger. There's no real cultural tool or instrument unique to Lacuna. Okay, so how about a noble style instrument like a harp? We could do that, or if she can use things like darts and daggers with proficiency, what if she carries around her art supplies, but they can actually be used as weapons in case of an emergency, or in case she decides that she needs to just kill someone and make them stop talking? Yep, Dark Wolf outsmarted you. What would be an artisan set that would be good for an evil granny like her? Ooh, alchemist supplies could be interesting. Maybe she's whipping up poisons and concoctions. Brewers, calligraphers, carpenters, cartographers, cobblers, cooks. Oh, maybe cook's utensils. That you could use a lot of those as weapons. Glassblower, jeweler, leatherworker, mason, painter, potter, smith, tinker, weaver, woodcarver. Maybe cook's utensils. You gonna heat up your pizza? Ooh, what kind of pizza do you have, Kruger? Yeah, bubonic weaver, a cook, I think so. Right? Because, I'm a poor little grandma. You won't suspect me until needle in the neck. Maybe it's a poisoned one. Tuchu, you like the idea of a calligrapher, personally? Sure, sell me on the idea. Why would you go calligrapher? Pepperoni, bacon, and banana pizza. Very interesting combo. Going for a little sweet and savory, or do you mean to put banana pepper? Oh, okay. I thought you were getting really, really creative there. Calligrapher also offers pointy objects. Oh, yeah, that's true, right? And think of Tim Burton's Batman, when the Joker put a quill in. Was it the mayor? Did he put a quill in the mayor's neck and it killed him? She's a brewer. People are much easier to fight if they're drunk first. Tushu, I mean, you can still stab people with pens, and it's more or less like darts. Sure. You know what? And I'm sure that that our grandma here. Because right, she is ancient. She's not gonna be around that much longer. She's over 250 years old. We rolled a 100 on the age chart. And again, for any of you who are just joining us, when we're going over the personality of this character, if you do, right, we have this ancient matron of noble or high birth. Tycho Boom. Well, if you remember, he was at a public ceremony and he had a quill, and he put the quill in someone's neck. Not the new one, Tycho. The Tim Burton one. If you do me an injury, I'll crush you, ruin your name, and salt your fields. I don't like to get my hands dirty, and I won't be caught dead in unsuitable accommodations. Blood runs thicker than water. I will face any challenge to win the approval of my family, and I hide a truly scandalous secret that could ruin my family forever. This is who we have accidentally generated as a neutral evil matron of some high house in Lacuna. Yes, and you know what? They're really close in age too, Dark Wolf. That's interesting. So maybe at some point in time, maybe they actually know each other. What if this is some kind of a reunion of some kind? All right. Very good. And I'm sorry, Bubonic One, if I missed it. You said that you wanted to put a point into wisdom to bring that up, so you want to go 1 dex, 1 wisdom? Because she does get 1 stat bump. You had a crush on the Catwoman from that show? Oh, from the 60s? I'll put the 1 in wisdom and the 1 in dex. That'll put her up to a 17 here. That'll give her 3 wisdom, 2 charisma, 1 int, 0 con, 3 dex, and -1 strength. She will get a 2 for a saving throw, and her athletics will be -1. Dexterity will be a 6. Acrobatics 3, sleight of hand. Oh, that's a 5. 3, 3, and 6. 0. You two are cracking me up here, Tycho and King. There we go. 60s Batman show was your childhood. Dark Wolf, if you want, you can give yourself 50 points so that you can draw again from the deck without a penalty. Kruger is back with pizza for everyone. All right, everyone, line up. Kruger's going to share pizza with all of the class. By the way, our perception is going to be a passive 13, 10 plus our modifier. Armor class, if we are not wearing armor, it's going to be 16, right? 10 plus Wiz plus Dex. That's right, Bubonic. Oh, banana peppers on pizza is good stuff, too. She gets a +3. Now let's calculate hit points. So, Suchu, let's calculate hit points, okay? This is how we go about doing it. At level 1, you get your maximum hit die. So, she gets 8 at level 1. Now, every time you level from here, you'll get half +1 of your hit die. In this case, we're going to multiply 5 other levels, right? She's level 6. So, first level's already taken care of. So this is going to be 5 times 5. Then, we add in a Constitution modifier for every level that she is. She is 6 levels because she would have gotten the same at level 1. 6 times 0 because she has a bonus of 0 in her con. This is going to be 0. This is going to be 25. 25 plus 8 is 33. And boom, 33 hit points. Yep, Bubonic, you got it there. 33. Do you have a shout-out command? What do you mean for a shout-out command, Ivalon? Tycho's willing to deal now. That's funny. That thing. Equipment. Yeah, okay. So we're at equipment. I need this. I need quarterstaffs. 1d6 bludgeoning. 1d6 plus 3 bludgeoning, but it can be 1d8 versatile. Dart's going to be a +3. Martial arts with a +3, and that is magic. Oh, it is magic. You know, oh. Attack is going to be +6. She can use Dex, even on a quarterstaff, because it is a monk weapon. She gets a special consideration. Her spell save DC is going to be 8 plus 3 is 11. So it's going to be 14. And if she does end up making some kind of an attack with her her key points, it will be +6. There we go. This is her spell modifier as a monk, plus her proficiency bonus. Usually it's also what... Ivalon, if you can... Did I miss something in HP? What are you talking about, Ivalon? If you can find some kind of a shout-out command, I can add that to the bots. Well, you don't always get your, Well, yeah, I said at first level and that's what I explained. I said at first level you get your maximum. Any additional levels you get half plus 1. But we are just creating a character at level 6. But I still discussed level 1 and how you go up from there. But that is a good point to bring up. Well, Dorgrim, so I think what Evelyn was indicating is that I should be making a level 1 character and then adding the extra levels on top of it. I just condensed it down and I said, well, look, if we're plopping down a 6th level character, this is how you'd calculate their total hit points. What else do we need? Oh, by the way, she needs a name. What name are we going to give this this very interesting, this neutral, evil, noble, quote-unquote, female Lightfoot Halfling? She has a position of privilege. She is feisty. This is a feisty grandma here. She will just straight up murk people for insulting her family. However, I believe we are finished with this character. Evil Granny and Good Granny. That's right, Evelyn. Bubonic wants to call her Mae Gwenoold. Gwenoold. Now then, I'm curious, right? We have this ancient, this almost crone of a halfling, 250 plus years. I wonder if she knows Granny Rose, right? Because Granny is venerable. She's 225 years old. What if? What if? Right? There's a reason why she's so attached to the Cora Rose, right? She has this kind of a secret. Now, Mae has some kind of a secret. I hide a truly scandalous secret that could ruin my family forever. What if... I don't know. What if there was almost like a love triangle? What if Cora loved the same man that Mae loved? Or what if the man that Cora loved was Mae's husband who owned and operated the ship? But instead of naming the ship after Mae, she named it after Cora, or he named it after Cora for her service aboard it. And so, the husband married Cora to the sea. Here's a sea. And maybe there's some sort of bitter jealousy, and finally Mae, in her waning years, can go out and get her revenge on Cora. So she infiltrates the party under some other pretense. In fact, as a monk, hey, I'm looking for the kind of fountain of youth. Monks offer something kind of like that. And so Cora, like, she's always sailed on the ship. She's been a part of it. This is a great chance for her to earn her eternal life while maybe internally trying to put down this character. Something to think about. Something to think about. Okay, well, Mae's finished. We have generated a level 6 character. I think we can do some really compelling stuff with her. All right, we're gonna button up Mae. You like the idea of a secret, bitter rivalry between two of the main characters? Yeah, I think that can really that can add something interesting. And look, while Mae is neutral evil, that doesn't mean that she's just going to, you know, slit Cora's throat at every instance. In fact, coming into a campaign evil offers the chance of redemption, because now finally getting to being in a party with Cora, this could mean that she sees the goodness in Cora and maybe reflects on her own life of selfishness or wickedness and redeems herself. But of course, I think we've already discussed that, you know, old Granny Cora, she might not make it to the end of the campaign. Or if she does, she is the end of the campaign. Hopefully that smile means Ivalon is enjoying the idea too, question mark? Or is that to something else? Alright, well, I've scanned through enough here. I'm going to go, I'm going to get up and I'm going to take my customary break. And when we come back, we're going to have a discussion as DMs about conflict resolution. You know, how long does it have to last? What do we have to do? I don't really have an agenda for it. I figured, though, it's a topic that, well, it comes up in a lot of different games, and it's something that more than myself has an opinion on. So I'm going to get up and take my break. I'll be back in about 10 minutes, and we'll get going into part 2 of the stream.